Is the number 9 coming up in your dreams or your visions? Perhaps you're seeing it repeatedly, or maybe it's your life path number. Whatever it may be, I am going to tell you all about the esoteric meaning behind the number 9 and how you can use it in your spiritual development work. Hi, I'm Brandy Joy, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe so you can learn all about the art and science of magic. If you've ever heard of the Tree of Life, the Tree of Life is a visual representation of the macrocosm and the microcosm. The macrocosm being the universe and our reality, our ascension to God, our spiritual awakening, right? And it also represents the microcosm, the person, the chakra system, all of that. So I like to use the Tree of Life as the basis of things when I study them. And the number 9 shows up on the Tree of Life in the 9th sphere called Yesod. Yesod represents our astral matrix, the astral plane, that energetic plane behind our physical reality, that first level of the spiritual world. It's that first spiritual awakening that you have into spirit. So the number 9 is about spiritual awakening. It's taking that first step into spirit, feeling energy, or maybe gaining intuition. It's also considered a reflection, right? It's a reflection, just like the moon reflects the sun. The astral plane is reflecting our physical form. It's like the foundation behind it, but it also reflects the higher dimension into our physical form. Just know that it represents reflection, and so it's also symbolized by the moon, and it's also about foundation and structure, the light body behind form. So the whole idea of the law of correspondence really comes into play here with the 9th sphere and the whole idea of the number 9. So the law of correspondence states that as above, so below. As within, so without, right? So that has to do with this reflection. You have your astral matrix of energy, the astral plane, behind the physical form. Okay, so if my physical form is not being taken care of or gets injured or something, well, so does my energy matrix, right? It works the other way around. If my energy matrix is drained and down, my light body is just feeling icky, right? It comes from the emotions and different things that have happened, trauma, then that will reflect into the physical body and cause like problems, right? Healers, shamans, energy seers, people that are clairvoyant, they can see aura, right? They can see the energy, they can see that astral matrix, and so they can see if something's off. Like they'll even tell you, oh, your energy is a little gray, or maybe you something doesn't look right over here on you. So they're seeing that energy matrix, that astral matrix behind your physical form, which is that's the number 9. That's the Yesod on the Tree of Life. That is your spirit body, right? The whole physical form reflected in the astral matrix. So when healers or shamans or any of those people start working with your energy body and they're doing healing work on it, what they're doing is they're manipulating the energy. They might be bringing more energy into it. They might be moving the energy. Usually they're bringing more energy into it. They might need to even pull energy out. I've seen that as well, right? So when some type of energy healer is working on you, they're using the astral matrix. They are manipulating the energy behind the form. But you don't have to be an energy healer or shaman to work with this energy. What we do in alchemical work and magical work, like what we do in the Magical Mystery School, is we do energy work. We do this building up of the light body. It's also called white magic. It's called energy magic sometimes. But what we're doing is we are building up that light body, and we are crystallizing our aura, as some of us like to say. We are creating a more protected sphere of energy. And so if you are interested in learning more about that and you don't know anything about it, or you want to just do more with a community, I have the Magical Mystery School at brandyjoy.com, and you can join us there to learn step by step the energy magic process in alchemical work. So my favorite scripture No, I'm not a Christian. No, I'm not religious at all. I don't believe in much other than energy and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, my favorite scripture, because philosophy and there's a lot of teachings out there that I love. And there's a lot of teachings in the Bible that I definitely love. And one of them is, the truth shall set you free, right? There's a little bit more to that scripture by Jesus, of course, but the truth shall set you free. That is such an amazing, phrase in terms of finding your own inner truth. Truth is all about the number 9. And we'll talk about that in a minute with astrology and what that means exactly. But the truth shall set you free is about finding your own purpose, finding your own truth, finding your own awakening path, your own ascension back to God's source, your own spiritual awakening. And it's all about being genuine. If this is your life path, or this is like a strong number for you, then you're probably very genuine. You're probably all about finding the truth. Or if you just keep seeing the numbers or you're getting the messages, then it's telling you, hey, this is about your spiritual awakening. This is about you finding your own inner truth and your own path, and being on your right spiritual path. So how to use the number 9 in your spiritual development, your spiritual awakening? Well, first I want to start with the tarot cards real quick. The 2 tarot cards that resonate with the number 9 that are major arcana cards or trump cards are the Hermit card and the Moon card. So the Hermit card is the number 9 trump card. And the Hermit is all about going within and seeking your own inner truth. I mean, look at him up on the icy, lonely mountain of truth with his lantern of light. And deep reflection is what this card is all about. It's about meditating, isolating, going within, resonating with your soul, and really connecting your different bodies, your energy body with your physical body, really getting more intuitive, going in, okay? So that's the number 9 card. And then the number 18 card, 9 and 9 is 18, right? So the number 18 card is the next level of the number 9, and that is the Moon card. And the Moon card is also about deep reflection. But this one is about not just meditation and reflection and finding your truth, but this one is actually a little bit even more than that. The Moon card is about going into those suppressed emotions and doing like inner child work and doing emotional cleansing. So when we are emotional or traumatized or stressed, right? What we do is we tend to suppress emotions a lot. And when we suppress emotions, we're actually suppressing it's like a physical energy. Emotions are physical energy, and we are suppressing that down into our lower chakra system, which are the emotional centers of our being. The first, second, and third chakra, root, sacral, and solar. Are the main ones that get the most of that gunky energy. So when we are suppressing our emotions, we end up with shadows. When we are not dealing with traumas in the way that we should, hey, you know what? You can't always, right? You might have been abused or something like that. You can't always just deal with it, right? But those get suppressed. No matter what the situation, they get suppressed down. We just kind of go, nope, okay, I don't know what to do with that. Right? And so it gets suppressed, and then it blocks up our energy. It makes us, feel weird in certain ways, in certain situations that might trigger us and things like that. And it comes out in different ways, which I'm not going to go into now. But just know that when you do or you do shadow work, like with the Moon card, what it tells you to do is shadow work. What you're doing is you're working on those suppressed emotions. You are cleansing and unblocking lower chakra stuff, right? So the number 18, which is a higher level 9 type of spiritual development, when you get that card, it's telling you to do shadow work. It's telling you to do lower chakra work to cleanse those old traumas and old injuries that are still reflected in your energy field, in your astral matrix. So number 9 in astrology is all about the 9th house. The 9th house sits at the top of the chart in astrology. So when you look at the astrology chart, it actually represents you. And so it's broken up into sections psychologically. You have your self-development, at the lower 5 houses, and then you go through a transition of duty and responsibility, and then you start partnership and intimacy, and then you go into the transcendental houses. And those transcendental houses at the top, 9 through 12, are all about your spiritual development, right? So this first house in your transcendental work development, right, is the 9th house. So the 9th house is all about you finding your own inner truth, your own purpose in life. It's about exploration and expansion. It's ruled by Sagittarius, which is very fiery and very much the explorer energy. It's wit and higher mind thinking. And then you also have Jupiter, which is the ruler of the 9th house. And Jupiter is all about expansion and luck and opportunity and exploring and finding your inner truth and knowing yourself, right? Having faith. All of these things, they all correspond, right? Jupiter is the ruler of the 9th house. So if you think of Jupiter or use the symbol, then that represents 9 in the 9th house. It represents Yesod, the astral matrix behind reality, your truth. Anyways, you can see how this really just, it's all really the same thing. It's like this same little sphere of information. And in fact, when you see it in visions or dreams, or you get messages, or your life path is about it, it's about these things. It's about faith, spiritual awakening, finding your own inner truth, your intuition, being genuine, being honest and open, exploring, and finding what your beliefs are, you know, who you are on the inside, and also awakening other people. It's representation of the light worker and the light worker journey. So this is a very spiritual number in a lot of ways, and it's just about it's about you really coming into yourself rather than like listening to what other people have to say. You might do that for research, but it's really about you and your higher mind and your higher thinking and your intuitive thinking and taking everything to the next level spiritually, and really the top of the astrology chart, you know, who you are in terms of your thoughts and beliefs and feelings and your intuitive capabilities. If you'd like to get more in touch with your 9th house, or maybe understanding the number 9 in your own life a little bit more, and also work on your spiritual awakening with this, you can use the tarot cards and you can reflect on them and meditate with them, or you can just do some meditation with the correspondences of the 9th house, or the number 9, right? And so the scents that you might want to light in your room, your essential oils might be lavender and jasmine. The colors you could use in your room to just surround yourself, you could use any type of purples, violets, lavenders, silver, anything that's moon or lunar like, right? Anything just very calming, as well as lavender is. And you can just do some nice light meditation with it. It will really help you get tapped in, and your dreams will start speaking to you more about how that's playing out in your life. So I'm going to leave you with a William Gray quote. I'm a big fan of William Gray. So yeah, check him out if you've never heard of him. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are interested in learning more about numerology, definitely let me know what numbers you would like to know about. And if you would like to join me on your spiritual awakening path, Magical Mystery School at brandyjoy.com, I would love to see you in our community. So thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.